Hey friends, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a review of the Ground Control Featherlite 3 frames. First, let's go ahead and check out some clips of me skating them. Alright, so I just got to the skate park. I'm going to try riding these frames with the stock anti-rocker wheels. I used to hate these wheels because they caught on everything and didn't really roll that well. So I expect that I'm going to have the same issue today. I brought some dead anti-rocker wheels with me to swap out just in case things don't go well. So let's get to it. Alright, just like I thought, the anti-rockers are slipping everywhere. I'm not even warmed up yet, but I'm already tired of them, so I'm going to go ahead and swap them out. Alright, so I'm going to talk about 4 things in this video. I'm going to start with a high-level product overview of the frames, and then I'm going to talk about the things that I like, the things that I don't like, and then I'm going to conclude with my final impressions and who I think this frame is best for. So the name Featherlite should give away that these frames are intended to be very light, which generally means that these frames are going to have less material than when compared to other frames. And you can tell that because the upper walls are very thin, and even at the bottom where the walls are a little thicker, they're still narrower than frames like the Balance 2 or Create original frames. So these frames are meant to be ridden anti-rocker. You can see that there's absolutely no wheel bite protection. The wheels actually sit fairly low, as you can see by where the axles are placed. It's got a nice deep groove kind of on the sides and in the center, with a really wide spacing between the second and the third wheels. And one thing to note about these frames is that they're very affordable. So I think you can get the full setup with the nylon anti-rockers for about 35 bucks, which is about half the price of any other frame that's on the market. Alright, so let's talk about the pros with these frames. I really like how lightweight they are given the less material. I like how wide and deep the H-block is. The material on these frames is a little softer than some of the other frames that I've ridden, which means that it's a lot easier to kind of groove these in if that's something that you're looking for. And then you know, they slide fairly well. I didn't really notice any sticking issues with these frames. And then, you know, I think the last pro on these is that it is a very affordable frame for the price. So you get a lot for what you're paying for. So another pro about these is the single-sided axle bolts. It makes for taking the wheels out really easy because you only need one Allen key. Alright, so let's talk about the things that I don't like about these frames. First being these nylon anti-rockers. In my opinion, they're real pieces of shit. And they don't have bearings, they don't spin at all in the frames. They catch on every like little lip or every transition and causes you to kind of slide around, slip out, and they don't roll at all. And that's very annoying feature, and I've always hated these, and that's the first thing I've always swapped out. You know, second thing is the plastic on this is a softer material, so that means that it will wear down quickly, and you won't have the frames as long. So I used to get maybe 6 months out of these at the most back in the day. And then you know, one other thing I don't like about these is because the material is so much thinner that these things flex a ton. And I noticed that, you know, just skating, like I had to put so much more effort into just being able to get speed And then when I would like take landings, it was like these frames would deflect and kind of rebound, which would cause me to kind of pop up in a weird way, which is not really a fun feeling anymore. I kind of enjoy like some of the other frames I've been riding a little more. And, I think that's just due to this being a more economical frame. The third is not really, or this last comment is not really something that affects me because I ride anti-rocker. But if you're looking to ride these flat, you'd have to use like either really small wheels or just not do it because there's no wheel bite protection. So it's not a con for me, but I could see it being a con for someone else. All right, so what are my final thoughts on these frames? I think it is a fine frame for the price. I mean, obviously these are an economical frame. They come stock on a lot of skates, which means that, they naturally are going to be sold at a lower price point and not have all the bells and whistles with them. This is a good frame if you want something that is cheap, that's anti-rocker, and has, a narrow and wide H-block that is easy to break in. This is probably not the right frame for you if you're looking for something that's super durable, super fast, that you can ride flat, and that is really like a premium frame. That's not really what this is, but for the price, it's a solid frame. And I always enjoyed riding these in the past. I just am kind of spoiled now by all the different frames on the market, so these quite aren't up to my riding style these days. If you've ridden these, feel free to drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of them. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to answer. If you like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. It lets me know you enjoy this kind of content. And if you don't like it, drop me a comment and let me know why. Thanks all for checking in, and we'll catch you next time.